Have you ever finished breakfast and an hour later felt strangely tired, foggy, or hungry again? Many seniors tell me the same story. They wake up, eat what they've always believed is a normal breakfast, and yet their energy drops before the morning is even halfway over. Their legs feel heavier than usual, their mind feels slower, and sometimes they experience that sudden crash in energy that makes the whole day feel harder. The surprising truth is that some of the most common breakfasts eaten every morning may actually be working against your body after the age of 55. The reason isn't that people are doing something wrong. It's that the body changes as we grow older. Metabolism naturally slows down, insulin becomes less sensitive, muscles require more protein to stay strong, and blood sugar becomes more delicate to manage. Foods that once gave quick energy in your 30s or 40s can suddenly lead to fatigue, sugar spikes, and inflammation in your 60s and 70s. What used to feel like a harmless breakfast can quietly contribute to weight gain, poor circulation, and even increase the risk of diabetes or heart disease. I've seen this happen many times in my patients. Someone comes in and says, "Doctor, I eat breakfast every day, but I still feel exhausted by mid-morning." When we look closely at what they're eating, we often find the same pattern. Foods that digest too quickly, spike blood sugar, and leave the body asking for more fuel shortly afterward. The good news is that once the breakfast changes, the body often responds surprisingly fast. In fact, small changes to the first meal of the day can improve energy, support brain health, protect the heart, and help maintain muscle strength as we age. I've watched seniors feel lighter, clearer, and more energetic within just a few weeks simply by adjusting what they eat in the morning. It doesn't require complicated diets or expensive foods. Often, it's about replacing a few very common breakfast habits with smarter choices. So today, I want to show you something extremely important. We're going to talk about the 3 worst breakfasts many seniors eat every morning without realizing the damage they can cause. And then I'll share 3 of the healthiest breakfasts doctors and nutrition experts recommend for people over 55 meals that support steady blood sugar, stronger muscles, sharper thinking, and lasting energy throughout the day. Some of these foods may surprise you. One breakfast that's often advertised as heart-healthy may actually be one of the worst choices for seniors. And another simple breakfast something many people overlook may be one of the most powerful ways to start the day if you want better circulation, stable energy, and long-term health. If you stay with me until the end, you'll know exactly which breakfast to avoid and what to eat instead so your mornings begin with real nourishment instead of hidden harm. Now let's start with the first breakfast that often causes problems for seniors, even though it looks harmless on the surface. Many people begin their morning with sweet breakfast cereals, pastries, or white toast with jam. These foods are quick, convenient, and they've been part of morning routines for decades. But the truth is, they are mostly made of refined carbohydrates and sugar. When these foods enter the body, they break down very quickly into glucose. That sudden rise in blood sugar may give a short burst of energy, but it rarely lasts long. Within an hour or two, the body responds by releasing insulin to bring that sugar level back down. And when the drop happens too quickly, many people feel tired, shaky, or hungry again. This cycle can repeat throughout the day. For seniors, whose metabolism and insulin response are already more sensitive, these swings can feel even stronger. Instead of stable energy, the body rides a roller coaster of spikes and crashes that leaves many people wondering why they feel exhausted before lunchtime. I remember one patient in his early 70s who told me he ate the same breakfast every morning for years, a bowl of sugary cereal and orange juice. He believed he was doing something healthy because the cereal box said it contained vitamins and whole grains. But by 10 a.m., he was always tired and reaching for another snack. When we replaced that breakfast with a meal that included protein and healthy fats, his mid-morning fatigue almost disappeared within 2 weeks. Nothing else about his routine changed. Another breakfast many seniors rely on is fruit juice on its own. Now, fruit itself can be healthy, but juice is very different. When fruit is turned into juice, most of the fiber is removed, and the natural sugar becomes highly concentrated. Drinking a glass of juice in the morning can send blood sugar rising just as quickly as soda. Without fiber or protein to slow digestion, the body absorbs that sugar extremely fast. Many people believe they are starting their day with something refreshing and healthy, when in reality, they may be setting up a blood sugar crash later in the morning. There is also a common myth that a light breakfast is always better for older adults. In reality, many seniors actually need more protein in the morning, not less. As we age, muscles naturally lose mass in a process doctors call age-related muscle decline. One of the best ways to slow that process is to include enough protein early in the day. When breakfast is mostly sugar or refined carbohydrates, the muscles receive very little of the nutrients they need to stay strong. Another thing many people don't realize is how breakfast affects the brain. After the age of 60, the brain becomes more sensitive to unstable blood sugar. Rapid spikes and crashes can lead to brain fog, slower thinking, and reduced focus. When the morning meal is balanced with protein, fiber, and healthy fats, the brain receives a steady supply of energy. That stability can make a noticeable difference in mental clarity throughout the day. So the real goal of a healthy senior breakfast isn't simply to eat something, it's to create stability. Stable blood sugar, stable energy, stable nourishment for muscles, heart, and brain. In the next section, I'll show you exactly what breakfasts support that stability and which simple foods can transform the way your body feels every morning. Now let's talk about what truly helps the body in the morning, because the goal isn't simply to avoid bad breakfasts. The real goal is to replace them with foods that work with the body instead of against it. When seniors choose the right kind of breakfast, something remarkable often happens. Energy becomes steadier, hunger becomes easier to control, and many people notice they feel stronger throughout the day. The secret usually comes down to three simple elements: enough protein, natural fiber, and healthy fats that digest slowly and keep blood sugar stable. One of the healthiest breakfasts many doctors recommend for seniors is something very simple: eggs with a source of fiber. Eggs provide high-quality protein that helps maintain muscle strength, which becomes increasingly important as we age. They also contain nutrients that support brain health. When eggs are paired with foods like vegetables, whole grain toast, or even a small portion of avocado, the body receives a balanced combination of protein, fiber, and healthy fats. This kind of breakfast digests slowly, giving the body steady energy instead of a sudden spike and crash. Another excellent breakfast choice is plain Greek yogurt combined with natural foods like berries, nuts, or seeds. Greek yogurt is rich in protein and beneficial bacteria that support digestion. Berries add antioxidants and fiber, while nuts or seeds provide healthy fats that help the body stay satisfied longer. Many seniors who switch to this type of breakfast notice they remain comfortably full for hours instead of searching for snacks by mid-morning. The body feels nourished instead of overloaded with sugar. A third powerful breakfast option is oatmeal, but not the instant sugary packets many people are used to. Traditional oats prepared with milk or water and combined with protein sources such as nuts, seeds, or yogurt create a very balanced meal. Oats contain a special type of fiber that helps support heart health and stabilize blood sugar. When prepared properly, oatmeal can be one of the most comforting and beneficial breakfasts for people over 55. But even with healthy foods, there are still a few common mistakes seniors often make in the morning. One mistake is eating too little protein. Another is relying on packaged diet foods that appear healthy but are actually filled with added sugars or refined starches. And perhaps the most common mistake is rushing through breakfast without giving the body time to wake up and digest properly. Small habits like drinking a glass of water, eating slowly, and choosing real, whole foods can make a significant difference in how the body responds. I often remind my patients that the morning meal is like setting the tone for the entire day. If the body starts the day with stable nourishment, everything else becomes easier. Energy levels stay more consistent, cravings decrease, and even mood can improve. These changes may sound simple, but over months and years they can have a powerful impact on long-term health. In the final section, I want to share an important perspective that many seniors find encouraging: how small changes in breakfast habits can support healthy aging, protect independence, and help you feel stronger every year moving forward. If there's one thing I want you to remember from today, it is this: the way you start your morning can quietly shape how your body feels for the rest of the day, and even how it ages over the years. For many seniors, breakfast has simply been a routine, something quick, something familiar, something that has stayed the same for decades. But the body you have today is not the same body you had at 30 or 40. It deserves nourishment that supports strength, balance, and lasting energy. The good news is that improving your health doesn't require dramatic or complicated changes. Often, it begins with one simple decision in the morning. Choosing a breakfast that includes real protein, natural fiber, and healthy fats can help stabilize blood sugar, support brain clarity, and keep muscles strong. Over time, those small daily choices add up. They help the body maintain independence, protect mobility, and make everyday activities feel easier. I've seen many seniors feel discouraged because they believe it's too late to improve their health. But the human body is remarkably resilient. Even after the age of 60, 70, or beyond, positive changes in diet can support better circulation, steadier energy, and stronger muscles. Sometimes the first improvement people notice is simple. They stop feeling that mid-morning crash. Their mind feels clearer, their mood improves, and they begin the day feeling in control instead of drained. Imagine waking up, eating a breakfast that truly nourishes your body, and then moving through the morning with calm, steady energy. No sudden hunger, no brain fog, no feeling like you need another cup of coffee just to keep going. That kind of stability is not a luxury, it's something your body is designed to experience when it receives the right fuel. So as you think about tomorrow morning, ask yourself a simple question. Is my breakfast helping my body? Or quietly working against it? If it's one of those sugary cereals, pastries, or juice-heavy meals we talked about earlier, consider replacing it with something more balanced like eggs with fiber-rich foods, Greek yogurt with berries and nuts, or a bowl of real oatmeal with healthy toppings. These small shifts can make a meaningful difference over time. And if you found this information helpful, take a moment to support the channel. Gently tap the like button so more people can discover these health insights. Subscribe for future videos designed to support healthy aging, and share in the comments what you usually eat for breakfast. Your experience might help someone else make a healthier choice tomorrow morning. Because healthy aging doesn't happen through one big decision. It happens through the small choices we repeat every single day. Starting with the very first meal of the morning.